Hello everyone, it's time for another Bible story with Becca. The past 2 weeks we have read a story about a man named Joseph and how he had these crazy dreams and how God gave him the power to understand dreams and interpret dreams. And so we are going to continue on with another story about Joseph in the Old Testament. So if you get out your Spark Story Bibles, we're going to read this story to Theodore. So the story is called Joseph Helps His Family. Here we go. God always watched over Joseph. God spoke to Joseph in dreams, and Joseph used this knowledge to plan ahead. When the famine came, people from all over came to find food for their families because they heard that Joseph had saved up for 7 years. Even Joseph's brothers traveled to Egypt to find food. But it had been such a long time since they'd seen each other, the brothers didn't even recognize Joseph. Joseph kept the secret of who he was from his brothers for a while. But soon he couldn't wait any longer. Joseph finally told them who he was. "I am your brother Joseph, who you sold to the Egyptian traders. Don't feel bad anymore because God sent me ahead of you so that I could save people, including you. This famine is going to last for many years, so hurry back to our father and tell him that I am safe. I want you to bring your families and your children and all of your sheep and goats to live near me." Once Joseph's brothers saw who he was, they all hugged each other and cried. They jumped up and down with relief and joy. Joseph and his brothers talked and talked. The brothers talked from the time the sun went up to the time the sun went down. When the Pharaoh heard that Joseph's brothers had come, he told Joseph, "Tell them to go get everyone in your family. I will give them the best land in Egypt to call their own." Joseph gave his brothers wagons, food, and new clothes, and they went back to their father and told him the good news. Joseph is still alive. He is the ruler of all of Egypt. Everyone danced when they heard the news. "This is all I could ask for," Joseph's father said. "Now I will see my son again. Let's get moving." Joseph's family all moved to Egypt, but the brothers were worried. What if Joseph is still angry with us? We were so awful to him. What can we do? The brothers went to Joseph and said, "Here we are. We don't deserve to be your brothers anymore, so we will be your slaves." But Joseph said to them, "Don't be silly. I am your brother no matter what. Even though you planned for something bad to happen to me, God turned it into something good." So in this story, we learned about the power of siblings. Joseph had these brothers who felt really bad about what they did to Joseph, but they never thought they'd see him again. Luckily, they did see him, but they didn't recognize him until Joseph said, "Guys, I'm Joseph. I'm your brother." And they still felt bad, and so they wanted to be his slaves. They wanted to serve him for the rest of their life instead of, because they felt like they didn't deserve to be his brother. But Joseph forgave them because they were brothers, they're siblings. So my questions for you are, do you have siblings? And do you feel like you would forgive them if they did something mean to you? I know that I've had some trouble with my siblings sometimes. We get in some fights. But we always forgave each other because we're siblings. We love each other. Another thing I want you to think about is how long have you been apart from your siblings? Has it only been during the school day, so like 8 hours at school? Or have you been gone away from them for a week? Talk about that and remember what it was like to see them again after that time that you were apart. Theodore is very active, and so I think we're going to go play. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.